Hey everybody, this is Fry, aka Fry 'em Up. I get asked this question all the time in Plants vs. Zombies Heroes. What are the best decks in the game? So I'm going to tell you what, in my opinion, are the three best decks, the three overpowered decks in the game right now. And we're going to start with number one, Gravestone Neptuna. This deck is just impossibly good. If you can really nail Headstone Carver on turn 1 and then Sumo Zombie or Swashbuckler on 2 and you just keep on growing in Gravestones, your cards just become insanely good. You finish it off. I like running in this deck some Camel Crossings and Monster Mash, and you just keep on building your board up, and you just get stronger and stronger. I mean, we win about 90% of games with this deck. It's really awesome. Number two, I am going to give to Toxic Waste Infinity. This deck has so much synergy. It's so effective. I love running the 4 copies of Unlife of the party in this deck. Just because of how swarmy it is, you end up playing a lot of imps, and Unlife of the party gets insane. But Toxic Waste Imp is so good with all the imps. You can really take them down very easily. Again, this deck we win about 90% with. Number 3, I will give to Tempo Grass Knuckles. Wanted to include a plant here, and I believe I would give this number 3. This deck is really effective. It's also another tempo deck. You're just always staying one step ahead of your opponent. In this deck, currently, as you can see in the deck list, I am running 3 Bonk Choys and 2 Gravebusters. It's actually built sort of to be able to counter Gravestone Neptuna. The Bonk Choys are good at taking out that Headstone Carver on turn 1, and the Gravebusters, having a couple Gravebusters, are good in there to be able to take out the Gravestones eventually. I'm also running 4 Sea Shrooms in this deck in order to counter the Toxic Waste Infinity deck, because you really just need a good answer for the actual Toxic Waste Imp. So having 4 Sea Shrooms in there gives you a pretty good answer. If you can take out the Toxic Waste Imps, this deck does quite well against Toxic Waste Infinity, and if you can take out the Headstone Carvers, this deck does quite well against Gravestone Neptuna. So those are the top 3 decks. If you want to see examples of those decks, you can just check them out in YouTube. I will put links in the description below if you want to see some actual gameplay and just how effective these decks are. I hope you enjoyed. This is Fry. You can check me out on Twitch every Sunday through Friday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 10 to noon Pacific. Hope you enjoyed.